MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's coming off a nice game. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, clutching up. He's the guy they want up at the plate right now when the game's on the line.
Luis Severino will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Leading off tonight for Minnesota, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway here in the Bronx as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Nope. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. 2-0 count and the pitch. 3-0 now.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Up next for Minnesota, Charlie Blackmon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
0-1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. There to take it is Gregorius for the first down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. The 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Lindor, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he struck him out.
Batting fourth, center fielder number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Previous history with Luis Severino, batting at an even .400. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Two men are on with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Chris Archer gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rendon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. One strike now from Archer. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Head-to-head against Chris Archer, a handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. The 2-1 home. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs.
Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Fielded by Moustakas. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. The Yanks leave 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Leading off for the Twins, first baseman number 23, Miguel Sano.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's just 1 for 6. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Batting 7, second baseman, number 15.
Coming to the plate now, number 15. Ready to get his day at the plate started right here. Now here's the pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
The next twin up, Wilson Ramos. From the stretch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Runner goes for second. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
2-2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 1 for 4. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Too high. 1-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Didi Gregorius.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Moustakas gonna have to hurry. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 6th, second baseman, number 81.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Torres. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Lindor ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
First baseman, Greg Bird.
Digging in, Greg Bird will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. 1 out.
The batter, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Here's Chris Davis now. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Missed with a slider. Ground ball foul down the left side. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Here's Byron Buxton now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
1-2.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Davis is off of first with 2 away. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Wilson Contreras.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. There's a swinging bunt up the line. Moustakas moving to his right, and there's 1 down now.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Ender.
In now, Ender Inciarte. The pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Up and out over the plate, but a cold strike, 2-1. One pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Showtrack. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Daniel Murphy would be next. .30 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Murphy, a base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. The 0-1 on its way. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. And a fastball just a bit high. Popped him up. Gregorius is there. One down.
First baseman number 23, Miguel Sano.
Stepping up now, Miguel Sano, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Stepping in now, number 15. 1-0 the count. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is on the move, and that's the third out. Twins are set down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rosario will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 1. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. This one runs a little too far in, ball 2. A bouncer to the left side. Lindor scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Archer's ready. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Lindor ranging into the outfield, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for the Twins, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. There's a strike. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Ready on 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Ramos, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Ranging back is Inciarte. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning. Ready for another shot now, Charlie Blackmon. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. No score at this point, but a two-out hit could get a runner in from third. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Another try at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. So a full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in, Torres. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Number 81.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Grounded softly to the right. Flips it underhand. And there's one away.
First baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
So coming to the plate, Greg Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Hard liner to center field. Buxton is there, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Archer steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. Here's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still 1 pitch away from sitting in the dugout.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping into the box, Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. Here comes the 0-1. A ball and a strike. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
A high fastball is in there. He stays alive, still 2-2. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Rosario. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yanks leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. 2-0 for the Twins left fielder, Davis. Sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Sent out to straightaway center field. Inciarte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So digging in now, Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Grounded up the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nope. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We are still scoreless. In now is Anthony Rendon. It was a walk in his last trip.
Left fielder, Anthony Rendon.
First pitch on its way. And that misses. Ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Hit out toward second. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
The right fielder, number
Here's
99.
big Aaron Judge. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Comes set and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Rendon leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-2. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring. An infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here in the Bronx. Seventh inning coming up now in game one as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Here's Miguel Sano. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Inciarte is right there, 1 down.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Into the box now, number 15. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Jason Shreve takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
45, Jason Shreve.
third baseman Mike Moustakas now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Shreve has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really two good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. Still no score. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
So stepping in, Torres. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. And the 2-1. A wave and a miss.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
And the slider gets him swinging, two gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Archer looks in. Here's the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rosario is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The Yankees do get one on the solo homer. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 1-0 New York. Brad Hand has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
52, Brad Hand.
Leading off the inning, Francisco Lindor, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 misses off the plate. The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. His career line against Brad Hand. He's only 1 for 10. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rendon is after it. Catch is made, and the tying run is going to tag from second. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set, and the pitch. Off and running is Lindor. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So here's the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Way in front of that fastball.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A little bouncer.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Popped him up. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Here's Ender in.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Sean Doolittle is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 62, Sean Doolittle.
He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. The 1-2. Hit to third. Moustakas has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now batting.
Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Anthony Rendon. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Two and 0 to the Yankees left fielder. Heading out toward shallow right. Rosario in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The batter, designated hitter, Daniel.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Daniel Murphy. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a ball down and away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Aaron Judge would be next. And the pitch. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And an easy play there for Moustakas, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. All tied at 1-1. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. Jonathan Holder will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Holder.
Settling in now, Eddie Rosario. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Eddie Rosario.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bounce it to the left side. Arenado has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman number 23, Miguel.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Ball 3. Number 15 is on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Three and 1 the count now. Set, and the 3-1 pitch, And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, number 15.
Stepping in, number 15. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
The catcher, number 4. Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. One and 2 now. Ready with the 1 and 2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Breaking pitch here, chopped foul at the plate, strike 1. Now the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Moustakas waits on the 1-1, and it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The two-run score for the Twins, both coming on this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. Minnesota's out in front, 3-1. Zach Britton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
53, Zach Britton.
Here's big Aaron Judd. He went down on strikes last time up.
Fielder, Aaron Judd.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker, 3-2 now. Didi Gregorius will be next. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Blackman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And the pitch. And this is low, ball one. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Two-run game, last of the ninth with two away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Twins jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Sean Doolittle is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.